You can have faith in people. Only the deals you make with them. People are only as good as the deals they make and keep.
Wake and crash, routine after routine. The daily pressure only magnifies the visible strain, putting a hold on my development. I'm fortunate for my instincts during the drive, push, and pull of everyday life. All I can say is it ain't easy. Stop and smell the roses once in a while. Jump out the fast lane and take everything with a grain of salt. Trust the process. Trust the process.
Pick a spot, burn one in the parking lot. Key to the ignition, attend business, then I'm off the clock. Family man hanging on poet lines. Examine my identified roller coaster ride. Distribute a groove, remember what came before you. Show more love since being somewhat deprived of my youth. Understand tough times, tongue tied to a noose. Run clinics when I unwind, pull back when I'm through. Pain language, it forces you to feel what is real. Born to die in bondage, so I chose a red pill. When I lose my momentum, nurture my cerebellum. Germ-free parables, illuminating your spectrum. Tested, approved rude boy carnival. 100 miles of running, pumping paragraphs. Articles torn from the source, rotating, marveling. Doors learn from the man in front of you, even if the timing is bad.
Walk away, stay within your frame. Today is the day. Walk away, stay within your frame. Today is the day.
Survival of the fit, pump oxygen. I'm a conduit, pondering, lost in thought process. Find my way out the coffin. If you ain't willing to learn, then you ain't willing to profit. In any case, departed from my past. Manifest my future with a pen and pad. Black ink on white sheets, creative craft, do what matters. Climb the proverbial ladder. Skip the chitter chatter while I'm walking with the panther. A veteran mind's eye, significant hindsight. Battle my demons, screaming, merge deep into a soundbite. Wired, town crier, counting crows. Let the pen go, echoes fire. Welcome to my terror dome. Cut ties for old times, connect the cable. Become a staple in this periodic table. I paid my dues, spill guts in the booth. Truth is, they ignored the truth. Vicissitudes of life lessons, altering youth. Battery, home in one piece. Hold my kids, kiss the missus. There's no other place I'd rather be cemented. Engraved, celebrated on headstones. I'm independent, dependent on comfort, hump for words and play it safe.
Walk away, stay within your frame. Today is the day. Walk away, stay within your frame. Today is the day.
Flavor, bleed on the paper, my imagination flesh. The pen is the razor. Will he bleed out? Vampires wanna wager. Fly biohazard, contamination, danger. Bleed flavor, bleed on the paper, my imagination flesh. The pen is the razor. Will he bleed out? Vampires wanna wager. Fly biohazard, contamination, danger.
Hard-headed, heart is heavy. No grass is green enough for me to envy. Force entry is opportunity knocking, talking to walls, awaiting a response. Any advice? Writing verses to conquer my vices. Decisive in times of crisis, created in my own likeness. Whether you like it or not, sacrifices aren't what make you righteous, and that's something you're gonna have to be alright with. Nonsense isn't tolerated, alienated in isolation, self-educated before the initiation. Not in it for the instant gratification, taking pleasure in the process and pain under pressure. Lessons learned, knowledge attained, largest of brains. Back to basics, apex of creative placements. Make sense, makeshift creations. Vinyl warp rotates in different formations.
Bleed flavor, bleed on the paper, my imagination flesh. The pen is the razor. Will he bleed out? Vampires wanna wager. Fly biohazard, contamination, danger. Bleed flavor, bleed on the paper, my imagination flesh. The pen is the razor. Will he bleed out? Vampires wanna wager. Fly biohazard, contamination,
Hey, yo,
danger.
respect mine. Mighty as a pen when I pull up rise. Use it as scope and tell stories of humankind. Puncture the blueprint, a pensive Stanley Kubrick. Cited as dark and humorous, a slice of the devil's pie. Do me our bumper cars in pursuit. Passionate personality, comfortable in any room. Inspired during the winter, take summers off on a cruise. Whirlpool another loop, come up with new ways to recoup. Shout out my brother Duke, Braiiinstorm. Jihad cooks the hook, line sink, hit the floor. Fall deep into the page, squeeze and spill red DNA. When changes need to be made, add color to the canvas, take over the airwaves. Engage and pay the cost. Original technique, always ready for the call. Dig in the batter's box, drop the barrel on the ball. Round the bags till I'm up again to soak in the applause. When I
bleed flavor, bleed on the paper, my imagination flesh. The pen is the razor. Will he bleed out? Vampires wanna wager. Fly biohazard, contamination, danger. Bleed flavor, bleed on the paper, my imagination flesh. The pen is the razor. Will he bleed out? Vampires wanna wager. Fly biohazard, contamination, danger.
Got a guy with things coming out of his hand. We got another guy who freezes stuff. And then there's a man who, as far as I can tell, is made out of electricity. I mean, how did he disappear like that? What is going on here?
What is going on? Better yet, let me show you. How can I tell you? There's only one way. Yeah, there's only one way.
acknowledge the crowd, silence the doubt. Picture perfect pounds worth every leap and bound. Allow me to introduce Rise of the Guardian, unlock the paradox I am. Pressured sound like an accordion. Stretch bandwidth, polyrhythmic, geographic. Fasten your belt strap, caught in random language, torture tactics. Packaged and sealed at a disadvantage, I feel. Flip the hourglass, empty the magazine. Communication is ill, concentrated, spiritual, mahogany. Embody hierarchy, orchestral economy. Bodily function, heart pumping. Run amuckin', punctuate. No debate, echoes of oratory till I physically disintegrate. 40 and counting, b-boys sound bomb. In a decade of incredible dinner plates, food for thought. Alligator souffle, my way. As many takes, showing improving. Sun rays over the Monday blueprint, multiband EQ curves when I'm boosting. It gets loud, my lifestyle. The right now, so find out. My lifestyle, above the clouds, thunder and sound. So pipe down, it gets loud. My lifestyle, Mentally armed. Mentally armed. Distant relatives, Babylon traveling. Heroes for hire, scrap at mannerism, mannequins. Only the brave skeleton, techniques and crossfade elements. Charismatic, empirical base to claim relevance. Abandon random panoramic mystery, shudder. Crafted allegiance, pair with paraplegic history, gutter. Personal journal, script serving, tables of content. Saving my old world for today's artificial toxins. Miles ahead, rest on telescope eyes. Create space, open sky, press power, rewind. Before the comments and likes, we put pressure combined. Stomping stereotypes on this pad where I scribe ancient rhythms. Charge life, radiate drums from a prism. Reflect light, undermine and blind the villain. Dirty on production, we let it go on that route. Collect myself for one reason, there's more in store to be dealt.
To be dealt and felt. So deal with it. Yeah.
Conjure magic for them, they'll be distracted. Take away their freedom, still their war. Beating heart of Rome, not the marble of the Senate, it's the sand of the Colosseum. You bring them death, and they will love him for it.
I present Verity. True principles. Basic fundamentals. You must relearn. You must. Come on.
Beauty we disguise, sore eyes of the beholder. The ties that bind, stretch imagination on every corner. Fighting to stay alive, fighting for our culture. Barrel at my head, simply got too much heart for these jokers. Captive in the moment, stay active, keep owning. Put it all in motion till I reach the bottom of the ocean. Revealing mystery, history, born to diminish me. Survival spree, vagabond. Never pretend to be what you don't see. Branded, do damage with honest baggage. Realizing it's not where you from, but what fabric. Contraband, cup my cloth, not on a man on this godforsaken planet. Run rampant, take chances, click up, explode out the cannon. Last to first, another verse piling dirt. Pull the skirt, insert earth, immerse deep when I search. Turn, mix together and stir. Conjuring cadence, communicated burst. Strange day revelation heard. Underlined silence where the mind learns how to pilot. Been vilified for trying, open eyes, pulsate. Clear my sign is dying to live. Here's to the ladder becoming a bridge. Scatter heartburn matter where you live. Gather data, pumping on oil cartridges. It's contagious. Opportunity knocks, pop block, back to basics. Centuries gained in one take and one take in the booth I don't play, I get flagrant. Attain age based on principle statements. Abandon negative, laminate. You only live once, so mistakes can be made as long as I don't repeat the same accident twice. Pay a price, so attention. Will you affect or be infected? Beating hearts, ring alarms, visible marks of deception.
Silence for the minders how to pilot. Been vilified for trying, open eyes.
And I know, with every fork in the road, there comes a time to let go. Empty loads in the cold. Cause I know, I'm getting old for the road, but never old for the show. Flow continue to grow. And I know, with every fork in the road, there comes a time to let go. Empty loads in the cold.
Johnny Fontaine will never get that movie. I don't care how many Dago getting you what grease ball goombas come out of the woodwork. I'm German-Irish. Well, let me tell you something, my Kraut Vic friend. I'm gonna make so much trouble for you, you won't know what it is. Walls, I'm a lawyer, I am not threatened. I know almost every big lawyer in New York. Who the hell are you?
Hands wide as the mountainside, crushing all your radios, waves, landmines, just passing time, rushing to make their presence made. These skylines are mine to shape when I write rhymes in 100 shades of a lifetime of being underpaid. Pick to find time to be a runaway during high tide. I'm under shade, these high times are hard to shake. There's a fine line between heart and ache. Keep separate the mind from state. There's a time to give, time to take. Life can build on the vibe is straight, taking place in this place where the lightning stays, taking up space, writing where the titans play. And Earth, just a dream at its worst. It would seem it burst at the seams and thirst for the screams, well versed in regimes, bailed first from the scene, nailed firmly to the cross, painting curses on my screen. Dipped my fingers in a Milky Way and kissed your space in a filthy way, and with a guilty face I then sailed away. I got time to kill, bills to pay, keep riding till the wheels decay, keep shining till I hit the stage. These rhymes are here to illustrate the struggles getting real today.
Been one to complain, never been one in the same gimmick. Hold down my frame like I'm Prime Minister's cane, spitting image, still game. 80s baby quality protocol. Hauling autonomous continents, Bobby concert halls just to talk to y'all. Left to right wingspan, all city over your heat lamp. Sheep raps for you to see that. We don't condone wrong chromosomes, pay it forward. Best believe that. We strong arm, work hard in the boneyard, wholeheartedly con art. Role modeling Mozart, Bogart, dropping tone arms and mosquitoes. We those, G.O. Elohim, B-boy amigos. Cinema crop vigilant, king twisted scene Tarantino with hostile production, raw styles rock wild, releasing dragons out the dungeon. A huntsman, soaring fascination. Board my plane, you'll never be the same runaway. Got a faster blade if you throwing shade, I'm throwing hand grenades. What I do, I don't follow every rule. Known to throw a jab or two, stick and move and get loose of a bass and loops. Looking for change without abandoning the root. Where MC's in the room, man the coup. Here's the proof, stay awake, put my life on it. How it's made, put some style on it.
I shouldn't be in these gardens. Who the hell are you? You look, I think you're about as smart as you look. You're about as smart as you look. I shouldn't be in these gardens. What? You see what brain rot? You see what brain rot descends on?
Experiments conducted on American GIs during the Korean War. Sleep deprivation is a one-way ticket to temporary psychosis.
The allegory of the cave, the perspective that he gave. Life before the grave, grave after life. Inside a cavern playing tricks on his sight. Brain remains chained, fire burns bright. Never knew naming shadows cast by a backlight. Addicted to illusion like an addict with crack pipe. Plato and Socrates can't help with this plight. A real one would feel it ain't real, it ain't tight. When your example is a sample of pure fiction, all you recreate are fictitious descriptions. The philosopher observes with suspicion, trying to thrive, deprived of nutrition. No knowing, going from purgatory to perdition. Feeling the affliction but without the comprehension. Half life, half might, skill degradation. Depraved, depravity, and straight deprivation.
I'm seeing double, I'm having trouble. No rest for the wicked huddle. Snap out, unstrap the muzzle. Sitting in the dark, counting my bars. All I hear is dogs bark, another morning star. Take a look out the window, pain is concealed. Add alcohol and the pictures start to peel. I got bones to pick and stones to throw. At your glass household, outside my headphones. Going crazy, maybe more in a zone. Scanning social trolls, looking down at my phone. With a broken neck, I crack and bend again. The present presents a bit to end. Can't help it, spill like a volcanic mountain. Can't pass a mountain, two-faced accountants. Starting with the young, I got love for a son, but I'm fed up done with dunce cap mumbling gums. They all sound the same, little this, young that. They disrespect the name, and you're okay with that. In the grand scheme of things, I know it's temporary. This big a fish to fry, awake, ready and deadly. Globally pending, inhumane renderings. No country for old men unless you can harness energy. Here I am, there I go, up close, never personal. Step barefoot and grow with the centerfolds. Restless leg shake, waiting for daybreak. Got a few hours before light hits and I'm blocking heat rays. If walls could talk, they couldn't explain my blank face. Compound indica strains, how facts get laid. Half full or half empty, a burning soul. Can't see where I'm going, but I can feel my way to the stove. Light the candles and deal with the shadows after the smoke. Invoke answers I hope, if not I'll battle the ghosts. Challenging freedom, if I can't beat them, figure how to disrupt. These fucking split tongues howling till sunup. Anonymous sport a me mug off with the gloves. Shattering drinks without getting cut. Intelligent hoodlum unplugged with one hell of a lung. It's been a hell of a year handling funds. Considered a sinner forever, a man on the run unplugged. Well, one hell of a lung. Considered a sinner forever, a man on the run.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Waited 39 weeks to feel your heartbeat. It happened to be the best feeling yet. From the sea split surfacing, the wifey handle single-handedly, giving birth to a warm, beautiful breath. Starting to feel again, ready to raise a queen. Like Ariana Jolene, give it all I got going. A fresh start, I look at you and wonder how I ever went without. Every second it's felt, something I've never felt. Alive and well, treasuring good health. Mark this day I promise to take my time talking to, teach wholehearted values, so your love will always shine through in the middle of confusion. I'll spend my life, protect you from the illusion, surrounding you with music, culture, and all of earth's delights. Hate to hear you cry, can't wait to hear your voice. Scatter words that transcend and help fill my void. I see your mother's eyes, daddy's brow and cheekbones, big sister lashes, complete with perfect skin tone. In the key of harmony, fatherhood for the greater. Positive bond, gain more weight and favor. Stay in shape to keep up, stay sharp and read up in essence. Magnify my morning light, retouch. Aaliyah Stella, the name rings bells. December 22nd, the day the earth stood still. Welcome home, let's make it yours to own. Sitting comfortable, my firstborn, this is dedicated. This is dedicated, this is dedicated to you, my queens, my muse. What would it be like? Questions we would ask. The future is now right in front of me at last. A long way to go and I've never felt better. Close your eyes and dream, hear my voice forever. What would it be like? Questions we would ask. The future is now right in front of me at last. A long way to go and I've never felt better. Close your eyes and dream, hear my voice forever and ever. I mean that. So don't ever stop singing, little one. Sing as loud as you want, when you want. Be creative. You got so much to offer the world, and we're looking forward to it. it out, separating myself, loosen my belt, breathing exhale chemicals. Thinking out loud over the cards that were dealt, count down and stretch my tentacles. Figure it out, separating myself, loosen my belt, breathing exhale chemicals. Thinking out loud over the cards that were dealt, count down and stretch my tentacles. This is my curtain call, my curtain call. This is my curtain call, my curtain call. Standing on the front line, staring down the sunlight. Eclipse the new world, scrape resin from my peace pipe. Live my life struggling, juggling dirty beats. Go apeshit, hazing in fairness, raise hell when I speak. Each one teach one, hold control your impedance. Dealing on the mic feed, bomb threats for every season, every region. Added static to your fabric. Aggressive console magic track and make your head nod to the next planet. Granted we stay fresh, abandon pale comparisons. Say with your chest, if not forfeit your inheritance. We play for keeps and start creeping through the undercard. The fight of a young Tyson. Open up my deepest scars, fall off never. January to December, bench press the weight of the world into a deep space endeavor. Heavily involved, rewriting my wrongs. Arm the animal farm and sight rights before the last curtain call. Figure it out, separating myself, loosen my belt, breathing exhale chemicals. Thinking out loud over the cards that were dealt, count down and stretch my tentacles. Figure it out, separating myself, loosen my belt, breathing exhale chemicals. Thinking out loud over the cards that were dealt, count down and stretch my tentacles.
Nonchalant spark Buddha on the front porch.
This is my curtain call, my curtain call.
Nonchalant spark Buddha on the front porch. Nonchalant spark Buddha on the front porch.
This is my curtain call, my curtain call.
Nonchalant spark Buddha on the front porch.
Nothing to lose, nothing more to prove. The bastard straight jacket alone in a padded room. Working on my approach but going crazy I assume. In a circus bouncing act when I don't fit in clown shoes. Replaced by crown jewels bestowed by moon and sun. Support from my surroundings where I've been taught to flex tongue. Absorb the light seeping through the blindfold. Switch gears into height mode at the height of my skyline. Line of notes etched in skulls. Shaman poetics healing bones. Time waits for no man, visual nomad in a midnight stroll. I master the art minus the financial growth. What matters is demonstration. Freedom on page. Audible dial tones, deserving of a pickup. Worth the face of a dying breed, serving these old town streets that don't forgive us. The choice is yours, of course. Don't let anyone pop your lid up. Settle scores accordingly with infectious rhythm. Figure it out, separating myself, loosen my belt, breathing exhale chemicals. Thinking out loud over the cards that were dealt, count down and stretch my tentacles. Figure it out, separating myself, loosen my belt, breathing exhale chemicals. Thinking out loud over the cards that were dealt, count down and stretch my tentacles.
Nonchalant spark Buddha on the front porch.
Life is beautiful. Really it is. Full of beauty and illusions. Life is great. Without it, you'd be dead.
A Darwinist on a quest with undertones and odes to Enoch. We either been visited or forced to evolve. Piece to pieces, or between urine and feces. And dig this thesis, let's see who gets looks up weakest from strongest to weakest. Amoeba-like characteristics, draw the atoms of phantom. My essence is up for ransom. Can never acquiesce, so don't test or format. Cease living out this house's doormat. It's too damn hot for a penguin to just be walking around. Ground the surge, I'm gaining feedback of the whack contact that lacks sanctity. A next generation seek instant gratification, suffer a manifest death. Sitting bull, you spitting bull, sick and full of glutton. The general something is rough crumble and the castle just crumble. Priceless, remove the tag, roll the dice, supplying sunshine in a bag, the best of times I spent applying. On the shoulders of giants, huddle and shuffle the cards. Rumbling earthquake, art, sonic, tectonic bars. Up against the elements, adamant, javelin coat. Calendar, contaminant, fashionable, cancerous growth. Tune in, drop out, giving in is not an option. Measure up before we sign out, maneuver handheld concoctions. 720 condiments, flavor for every continent. Pay homage, find beauty in the anonymous. Pacific Rim, belly, raw spit. A blip in the radar, deep like submarines. Target the weakest link, decorate the seance. Breaking and entering better than most. Like this, what life takes, post-traumatic disorder. Till I'm ghost, and when I'm ghost, all that's left is this memory closed in a emperor's robe.
The rapid dissipation of my spark has created ladder of corrosion of matter. It's so tattered, it's so stark, the silhouette of cosmos, and I revere it to the utmost, counting reverse and then I combo.
Moss one and I divide, double eye scope, intoxicated, third eyes rise, every low building on high notes. Activate octaves, fertilize each and every zygote. Other side of the looking glass, looking past, walking a tightrope.
I'm going to compose till I decompose, till death cries out for my presence. The losing engines of this essence is my essence. It quickly incinerating, evaporation shouldn't be less than entertaining.
Yeah. Moss one and I divide, double eye scope, intoxicated, third eyes rise, every low building on high notes. Activate octaves, fertilize each and every zygote. Other side of the looking glass, looking past, walking a tightrope. We 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 walking a